Hey, hey, beautiful people. You are watching The World According to Eric with the baddest on the block, Eric Devante. And tonight we are at the Beverly Hills Hilton for the 10th Annual Truth Awards. That's right, 10th Annual. Tonight we are celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. And I have no doubt that tonight will be nothing short of spectacular. We have some incredible honorees, some dope presenters, and we have our scholarship recipients. Some of the people in the building tonight are Big Frida, Latoya Luckett, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and many more. You will not want to miss this, so stay tuned. No introduction needed, the iconic Cree Summer. Cree, thank you for blessing us with your presence tonight. Can you speak about the importance of having spaces where not only Black queer people can celebrate and give each other their flowers, but the Black community as a whole?
Well, I am a staunch supporter of the LGBTQ plus community. I'm here to honor Dr. David Johns, the leader of the Black Justice Coalition, and Lena Waithe, and everyone here that puts themselves on the line and tells the truth. And right now, politics is upside down. The planet is scary. And more than ever, it's imperative that we remind people that we all have the right to love whoever the fuck we want to love.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
A poet. All right, you guys, I have an honoree tonight. One of my favorite people to see on carpets or anywhere out, social scene, whatever the case may be, the incredible Dr. David Johns. And what honor are you receiving tonight?
I am being honored with the Bayard Rustin Advocate Award, which is incredibly humbling and, in this moment, inspiring. It's the thing that I need in order to continue to do the work that I'm purposed to do.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I thought that this award was so fitting for you because I know you're no rookie to this. You've been working hard, and I feel like Bayard Rustin is just now getting his things. The work obviously has been done decades ago. So can you speak about divine timing in your journey?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Numbers matter to me. Last year was the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. There would not be a March on Washington, nor would we have the legacy of nonviolent civil disobedience in terms of protest if we did not have Brother Bayard. That happened last year. And I'm really honored to be the quarterback of NBJC. We've led a decade-long campaign to ensure that his legacy is honored with the U.S. Postal Stamp. And this year, Juneteenth, leading into Juneteenth, we're hosting a series of equity events that include a ball, one-on-one workshops, and participatory workshops at Howard University, and then a march that will start where Bayard ended and move us to Black Lives Matter. So it's about us literally moving forward, continuing the work that he laid the foundation for. So it's a really long way of saying that everything is divinely. I'm honored and celebrate that ancestors conspired for me to be able to do this work in this moment now, and I'm really thankful for Brother Bayard and all that he's done.
You are such a gem in the community. Every time I hear you speak, every time you promote something, advocate for something, I'm like, this man just knows his shit.
Yes.
I'll bet. I'm trying to keep it light for the camera, but you get it.
It's a part of it, yeah. And what I celebrate, and I prayed over this in terms of my remarks tonight, is that I often ask the ancestors to speak through me. Right, it's the easiest when I can be a vessel for the things that need to be communicated to our community. Again, things that I celebrate or orchestrated by powers above us. Yeah.
So I want to ask you, I've asked you before, what is your truth? But I want to ask you a wider question now. What do you think currently is the Black community's truth? Black, queer, Black, cis, straight? What is the overall collective truth?
Question. Our collective truth is that everything begins and ends with us. Period.
Zone in.
Stop. You and I are having this conversation after Queen Bee, Beyonce, Giselle Knowles, reminded folks that words matter and the limitations that often come with them are a tool of white supremacy. We are not limited by genres. We are not limited by our racial or ethnic markers. We are not limited by what people term our sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression. Those things are important parts of who we are, and we are the beginning and end of everything. And so our truth is that that's always been the case. That's usually why they're mad and they try to imitate our shit. And it's also the reason why I know that we will continue to win, because everything began and ends with us. Yeah.
Okay, before I let you go, give me a song that describes how you feel receiving such an honor tonight.
Oh, Flo Milli, I walk around like that bitch. Easy.
I love you so much. Dr. David Johns, ladies and gentlemen, tell the people where we can keep up with you on social media.
I love it. I'm at Dr. David Johns across platforms and NBJC on the move.
I have a presenter tonight, the very well-dressed, very dapper Brian Michael Smith. How are you doing?
Doing good. I'm doing really good. Excited to be here tonight.
So tonight we're celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. So what is Brian's truth?
What's my truth? My truth is to, I guess, bring this Ann Arbor down south boy to the LA and do my thing, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Quick 1, 2.
No.
So give me a song that describes how you're feeling tonight.
Ooh, I'm in my cardboard Carter right now, so I'm feeling like a little spaghetti,
Hence the red. I see what you did there. Smart man.
Come on.
So what award are you presenting tonight?
I'm introducing Helly Kilgore, who's going to be doing the in memoriam tonight.
How did that come about?
Just reaching out. I think the Better Brothers have reached out to me a couple years ago about being able to join them in the presentation. I wasn't available then because I was filming 911 Lone Star, but I was available tonight. And I said, for the 10-year anniversary, I'm going to come out. I want to make sure that I can be a part of bringing this to visibility.
Speaking of 911 Lone Star, I wanted to ask you, you are the first openly trans man to be a series regular, which is major. And since then, we've had things like Pose come into place, and we're seeing more visibility and representation. What do you feel like is the next step that Hollywood should or is bound to take in regards to the trans community?
I feel like taking more trans creators behind the screens to add our narratives and to really bolster our narratives is really great that they're exploring our stories, but it's better told when people like us are engaged in the actual writing. So letting more creatives put their stories out, greenlighting more projects with more than one trans character, I think those are the kinds of things that we want to see. A little more diversity within the trans experience in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Well said. Well, Brian, have a great night. Where can the people keep up with you on social media?
You can find me at _Brian Michael on Instagram. That's pretty much where I'll be.
Last question. Can I have this blazer?
I'm going to need this one,
Oh, a little swap in the bathroom. Yeah, it'll work.
Let's just do that. An exchange. That's how I'll do it. Yeah.
I love that. I have the recipient of the Excellence in Education Award, Dr. Bettina Love. Congratulations, first off.
Thank you.
Yes, tonight we're celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. So what is Tina's truth?
My truth is being me, unapologetically me. My truth is being a lesbian of 22 years, married to a wonderful black woman with 2 black amazing kids and a crazy black family. And that's living my truth, is waking up every day trying to be the best black person. Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, because I see that you're very pro-black, and I love that energy. And I watched your TED Talk at UGA, which was so good, about hip-hop sensibility. So good. But I was wondering, because I feel like most TED Talk audiences aren't predominantly black, but the context and the understanding was such a culturally relevant understanding. What was it like for you to get up on that stage with not all black people and give that discussion? Were you ever in your head, or were you just like, this needs to be said?
Well, this is the thing. Our culture is American culture.
Duran Bernard, and I mean, this outfit is nasty. It's the shoulder pads. It's giving a little 1980 crystal water.
Shoulder pads, I don't go nowhere without them. This is my hedge of protection, okay?
Tonight we're celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. So what's Duran's truth?
Honoring who I am, whoever that is, at that moment, so that way I can be honest with myself. Is when you honor yourself.
You are one of the current talents that I feel exemplifies living in your truth. First off, mango butter is a daily affirmation for me. So thank you for that.
Oh, that is for y'all.
Baby, it's us. Thank you so much. I want to know, when did that kick off for you? Like, when do you feel like you just were like, I'm living in this truth. I don't care what anybody has to say. When did that spark? Or were you always just like this?
What's crazy is I might have always been living in my truth. I just didn't know my address at the time. So once I had to step outside of certain parameters and realize, oh no, this is where I am. Like I'm marching to the beat of my drum. Y'all just on y'all on the wrong rhythm. I'm on mine. Okay. Talking about I hit the wrong note. What Erica said, you don't know what note I was gonna hit. Okay. How you know what I was gonna hit? So it's that. And my mother can attest to that. She's like, you've always been your own person, and we had to adjust to who you were and read your story, not try to write your story. A lot of parents out here be trying to write they cheering story, child. First of all, you are not the author. You're not. So yeah.
I knew you would have a good word for me. First off, thank you, and I love seeing you thrive the way you do. You deserve to be in every space that you're in. Yes, let the people know who are a little late to the function where they can keep up with you on social media.
Oh my goodness, all you have to do is just search my name, Duran Bernard. Terrell will pop up, Tiny Desk will pop up. Really just start with Tiny Desk and then work your way over to Terrell, and then just kind of go down the rabbit hole by there. But yeah, I'm on TikToks and the Instagrams and Twitter. I'm calling you Twitter, okay, that's what your mama named you. I'm not calling you no goddamn X Okay, but yeah, that's where you
Okay, and also, sidebar, one of the most iconic Tiny Desk performances ever. The Proud Family. Nasty. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great evening. Brian, tonight we're celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. So what is Brian's truth?
Oh, Brian's truth is that I'm just a man like anybody else. I'm a regular person with feelings and emotion and laughing, loving, healing pain every day. I was just talking to someone about 10 years, and she asked me about the last 10 years of my life, and it's been a roller coaster. But the best part about a roller coaster is when you're done with it, then you're done, right? And you realize that it was amusement, but when you're in it, it's scary.
It ain't not nice.
And not at all. And so I'm so excited to be here to celebrate true meritocracy. Yeah. Yes.
And you're a presenter tonight. What award are you presenting?
I'm presenting the Excellence in Education Awards. How embarrassing that I can't say education.
But you did. It was a slip up. It's the roller coaster, but you're off it now.
We fall down, but we get back up.
So how did that opportunity present itself to you?
I just got a call, man, for some very important people, and they asked me to come and present an award. I've been working in television and film for a long time, and so it's always an honor to come to these beautiful, open, and original spaces to just be a part of it, and so I'm so excited.
Do you feel like we have enough representation and enough safe spaces for Black queer people to just exist and receive their flowers?
Absolutely not. There's never enough space, especially when things are constantly in inequity. I would be remiss to say that there is not more space, but there is a lot more space. There's a lot more room to grow, without saying the thing.
You kept it cute. That was great. That was cute. So where can the people keep up with you on social media?
Absolutely. You can follow me on all social media sites at Brian Jordan Jr.
So Deep, we're celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. What is Deep's truth?
My truth is no longer afraid. No longer afraid to shine. I didn't really feel, as I started coming around the community, welcome in the community, because I didn't feel like I showed up the way that living in your truth was supposed to show up. And then I felt personally charged with that, because what it tends to do is have us not live at all. Because you shrink, you want to shrink to make people comfortable. If you don't feel like you're not understood, do you want to take on the charge of being the pioneer of something? And I don't think that people want to be a pioneer in this season, especially because when we look at pioneers the previous time, they went through so much. They were ridiculed, they were killed, they were mocked, they weren't supported in real time. And so sometimes you find a fear of that. I'm no longer afraid of that. So I'm standing there and I'm here hoping to encourage everyone else to really, really stand up. And it's okay if it looks differently. It's okay. It's supposed to.
And that's power. So when you say you were worried about not showing up in what it looks like to show up in their truth, societally, that truth or your truth?
I think overall, even with my truth, I think a lot of times, especially when we think about sexuality, so first of all, sexuality for me is not my first descriptor. It's not something that I really think about. I'm a preacher's kid, and sex was forbidden. It was kind of damn to hell. And then I had a son at the age of 20. So there was a different journey for me there was no explanation. I didn't get it. I didn't know. So it wasn't necessarily society's truth. I heard all the things, and I didn't check any of the boxes. I checked several, damn near all of them. And so when checking all those boxes, I had to say, how do I show up authentically? Am I waiting for somebody else to say, oh, I get it? Or am I giving myself that permission to go out here, explore, to experience, and to learn? And then what am I supposed to do with it? As an artist, this is my job to create. So I released a project last year called This Shit Can't Wait, because it was necessary. The culture, it can't. If you look around, it's not good if we're not uniting. And so I think that instead of pointing the finger, a lot of times when we see events or we see things, we can come up with a whole bunch of reasons why not to support it, why not to be there. And I think it's important to go from just conversation to the end. I specialize on taking things from conception to completion. And so right now, standing before you is the completed work.
You ate that. You ate that up. Was it delicious? Because you ate it down.
Buy my food, yeah.
Where can the people keep up with you on social media?
Y'all can keep up with me at Think Deep, ThinkDeep, or you can go to thinkdeep.com. I'm everywhere. Remember, nothing is happenstance, y'all. Everything that you go through is intentional. Even you watching this right now is for a purpose, so tap in.
Tonight we're celebrating 10 years of living in our truth. So what's Jermel's truth?
Jermel's truth is Jermel is free, Jermel is liberated, and Jermel is here. That's Jermel's truth.
April 18th, season 5 of The Upshaws?
18th, season 5 of the Upshaws. April 17th is my birthday, guys. Anyways, Aries. But April 18th, we have a 6-part drop, well, six episode part 5 that drops. Again, more family drama, more family fun, more family laughter. We get to see Bernard, and the last we left off, I think he was opening up or trying to open up a gym, and so we'll see that journey. We'll see, the dynamic with him and his father, that up and down, that ebb and flow. Just overall good time, though.
My nephew loves your show, and in turn, now I'm on the show. You see how life works? Mm-hmm.
The first time, you didn't know.
Shoot my head off.
No, I just feel like I will never forget. I was so hyped, and everybody was like, congratulations, and the show was new, and you were like, I don't know what show, and then I was like, oh, you humbled me, though, so I appreciate that. No.
I was God's gift to humble you, okay? And now I'm a fan. Classic sitcom TV, great writing, great comedic timing. Y'all are eating it up. You are incredible on the show. So congratulations on another amazing season, and happy early birthday. Can you speak a bit about the importance of having Black LGBTQIA spaces where Black queer people are able to receive their flowers and get their praises?
I mean, that's what it's about, supporting our community. We got to come together and stop all the nonsense and bringing our community down. It's about Black people supporting Black people. Because when I was growing up, I was out there working my tail off, being my authentic, true self. And I had a space that surrounded me with love and protection. And we need that all around the world, especially for our youth.
Thank you so much.